From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Ants Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Good evening, everyone. I got to see some rain out there. Much cooler temperatures. It's feeling more like fall out there. And I don't think I hear anyone complaining about these temperatures, or even, quite honestly, even the wet weather. The rain is something that's always pretty much a welcome sight around here. Before we get into the forecast, I want to remind you that I do have a free Weather NorCal app. Now, everything that I offer here at Weather NorCal is pretty much available on your phone. So whether it's a weather update like the one you're watching right now, that's available on the phone. See that? You tap that, that'll take you to the page where you can get the video for that. Your neighborhood forecast, right there. Fire information, 24-hour channel right there. Current conditions, your 7-day forecast, tapping that. And it continues, right? Because if you look over here, you've got, of course, the forecast, right? But you've also got the special programming, which is Turtle Bay Wonderful World of Animals, got Pet of the Week, and we've got more special programming on the way as well. So be sure to check out that app. It is free. So just give it a shot. If you don't like it, take it off your phone, but I think you're going to like it. Here's a look at the radar for today. The cold front was strongest as expected, and yes, it broke apart by the time it did move over the mountains and didn't bring much rain basically east of the coast. So most of the rain, as expected, was on the coast, and that's where we're going to see most of the rain again tomorrow. So you can see about 1/2 of an inch on average for most of us on the coast, with the exception of Klamath at about 1/4 of an inch. But even Hoopa and Willow Creek, not bad, at about 0.35 to 0.44 respectively, right? And then, of course, much less as you start heading into Trinity County. I mean, no rain reported, at least there could have been a trace, right? But for the most part, it just was not much rainfall, and not to mention as you head out to the east as well. And we take a look at what's going on here with the cameras here. You can see out in Trinidad, this is just north of Trinidad at Elk Country. There you can, of course, see the puddles. We still got a lot of that low cloud cover out there as well. Take you out to Crescent City. Actually got to see some clearing this afternoon. Here's some high clouds coming in advance of the next storm system. That's going to bring us more rain, and most of it will be along the coast. And of course, we got to see some clearing for the valley as well, but still partly cloudy skies, partly to mostly cloudy skies, really. And yes, there was a little bit of rain out there for Redding. You head west of Redding, there's a little bit more there. I did get a report of some decent rain out in the Igo area. So yeah, I mean, certainly could use the rain, and there is more on the way with drier and slightly warmer conditions here by midweek, and a slight chance for showers, again, going into the weekend, but mainly for the coast. All right, so there you can see the storm system. I mean, the main cold front is now well off to our east. We've got clearing coming in behind that. This is the next storm system. Now, again, it's not as strong, and the core of that low will once again be to our north. And you can see we're just not seeing quite the organization with that cold front as we saw with the one today. So let's show you Futurecast and show you what I'm talking about. Here we are at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. There's the bulk of the rain. Del Norte County and northern Humboldt County. Otherwise, fairly dry starting off the early morning hours. Now we take it about 8 a.m. tomorrow. Now we're seeing some of the pockets of some moderate to heavy rainfall in some areas, but it's not going to be widespread heavy rainfall. Some areas will see much more rain than others, and still fairly dry even at 8 o'clock this morning for the valley, not to mention eastward. Now I'm going to take it about noon today. Now we're starting to see some of the heavier showers make their way into Trinity County, not to mention Siskiyou and Modoc County could see some pockets of heavy rain as well. But the valley, just a few light showers and some sprinkles out there, and much like today, areas may not even see any measurable rainfall. And that's the case for the eastern mountains as well. In fact, we get into the late afternoon and evening hours tomorrow. I mean, this right here is just some scattered sprinkles and light showers at best. We're even seeing some clearing here for the valley later in the afternoon, but there still is some instability for Del Norte Humboldt County, not to mention out towards Siskiyou and even Modoc County. So as we go into the overnight hours, we could still see, this is midnight, so Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, we could see some activity in the mountains, mainly to the north and even parts of Trinity County. Now, some colder air is moving in. It's going to mean lower snow levels, but still fairly high. I mean, we don't have to worry about travel conditions. We don't have to worry about any of the local communities really seeing any snow, that is. But, you know, you're going to see some of the snow-peaked mountains here or snow-capped mountains, that is, after the storm system passes through. And then by Wednesday morning, it's all pretty much wrapping itself up, and everyone should see some clearing here by Wednesday afternoon. How much rain is estimated out of this series of storms? Well, we saw it kind of overdo. We're kind of seeing it overdo it here for many of these areas here. We didn't really see any measurable rainfall today, right? So again, we're kind of looking at a trace to a few hundredths here and there. There could be a few spots in the eastern mountains that may see a little bit more than that. And obviously underplaying for Eureka. Eureka's already seen over 1/2 inch. So this is combining both today and tomorrow. But really the main thing, and I always stress this when we talk about forecast rain totals, never, and I mean never, look at any of the forecast rainfall estimates and think this is exactly how much rain I'm going to get. What this really does is it helps to illustrate where the bulk of the rain is going to be and where we're going to see less rainfall. And you can clearly see that here. We're seeing most of the rain with the greens and the yellows, so you kind of see that right here, right? That's where we're seeing the heaviest amounts of rainfall. Then you start getting into these blues, now you're talking about less rainfall, and that's essentially what we're looking at here. So bottom line, yes, the bulk of the rain coming in even tomorrow will be on the coast. Now let's take a look at the long range. Thursday is looking dry, and really even most of Friday is looking pretty dry as well. By Friday night into Saturday, we could see some more coastal showers, not to mention even making their way into Siskiyou and Modoc counties, quite possibly, although Modoc County, the eastern mountains, most likely dry on Saturday. But the thing is, I think we could still see some activity on Sunday and even quite possibly Monday of next week as well. So Monday is really the day that I think everyone could be looking at yet another chance for rain. But that's a long ways out. We'll certainly keep you posted here as we go through the next several days here, get closer to the weekend. Look at this. Colder air moving in. We actually have a freeze watch for the eastern mountains and extreme eastern Modoc County for Wednesday night through Thursday morning. Temperatures could drop down into the upper 20s for those overnight lows. So just be aware of that. If you have any sensitive vegetation, crops, or anything like that, you may need to do what you need to do right now to make sure you get everything protected. Here are your wave heights for your Tuesday. You do have those wave heights increasing with the next storm system coming in. So those of you that have to be out on a boat, it may not be such great conditions out there. The winds for tomorrow from the south at 10 to 20 knots, waves from the west at 9 feet at 11 seconds, and of course more rain showers throughout the day. All right, here's your forecast for tonight. Temperatures are going to drop down to the upper 50s, low 60s, partly to mostly cloudy skies. I don't expect much in the way of rainfall. There may be a little bit coming in later tonight into tomorrow morning along the coast. Otherwise, fairly dry conditions for the most part tonight. Then tomorrow, the rain comes in tomorrow morning, pushes eastward, and we see less and less rainfall, much like today. There are many areas that may not even see a drop of rain, again, much like today. So you can see temperature is actually dropping a little bit because some cooler air is beginning to move in here for tomorrow. All right, so let's take a look at your 7-day outlook. And what I've got here, chance for showers for Mount Shasta, dry for your Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, take a look at Saturday. I've got you dry, and then maybe Sunday, Monday, a chance for showers. For Alturas, Modoc County in general, showers for your Tuesday. Then I got you dry all the way through the weekend with a chance for showers Monday. That's the same situation with the rain here for the eastern mountains and Susanville in general as well. All right, here is your forecast for the valley. It's going to stay dry after today all the way through the weekend, and I have included, at least for this point, a chance for showers as we go into Monday of next week for everyone in the valley. And really everyone in Northern California could see that chance for showers going into early next week. And of course, the temperature is kind of going up a little bit and then back down as that cooler air begins to move in. Your 7-day forecast for the coast, of course, the heaviest rainfall will be on the coast. You see less for the inland areas, but still decent amounts, and even less out in Trinity County. And then dry for Wednesday for everyone through Friday. And then the coast, I've got you a chance for showers for both Saturday, Sunday, maybe some more showers on Monday. And for the inland areas, also pretty much the same story there. And then for Weaverville, I'm holding off until Sunday, going on into Monday of next week.